What's going on, people? Welcome back to Premzy TV. It's the Arsenal versus Wolves preview, and as you can see, it's a massive one. We got my guy Troops in the cut, the one everybody has been asking for. AFTV legend, Barstool's very own, taking over America. What you telling me, my guy? You good?
Come on, bro. So you know we're here, blood. This is long overdue. You get me? It's just because I'm all over the place. Like, it's hard for me to flip in, link up with the man them. So you get me? I'm looking forward to this one,
every
bro.
time, dog. I appreciate your time. You get me? Do you know how many inboxes man gets on a regular basis saying, "Yo, we want to see you and Troops. We want to see you and Troops." You get me? We want to see the roads do the thing. You get me? Fam?
You get me?
So
Because you're up north repping, man's down here. You know what I'm saying? Man's just holding down the fort all over the country. What's wrong with him?
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, but now big respect to you as well, bro, because for people like you, yeah, who set the trend for man like me that can come on and do our thing, you get me? Because people didn't really take man too serious beforehand, you get me? Because obviously we ain't as educated as the most vocabulary and all of that, you get me, bro? But it is what it is. Real, recognize real people. Remember that, you get me?
That's
Real, recognize real.
The rule always win in the end, fam. Man, know the vibes, is it?
You get me, my dog. But bro, let's start off with yesterday, yeah. Because personally, bro, I'm one of them, yeah. I fucking hate losing, bro. It doesn't matter what cup it, anything, you get me. But taking a little step back now, it can be a little bit of a blessing in disguise with the squad that we've got, and also the fixture pile up as well. What you telling me, bro? What's your thoughts on that game, first of all, my G?
So me, yeah, it's like I don't really get on Arteta with the lineup, innit? I would have gone with the same lineup because for me, Wolves is the bigger game. You get me? The pile up as well that's going to happen after the World Cup. Because the FA Cup's going to come in. We're still in Europa. We're going to be in the Premier League title race because we're in the title race. You understand? I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I think we are going to push City. So with them three competitions, adding the EFL Cup into that, because them time there will be flipping quarterfinal, semi-final, final. That's another 4 games. Remember the semi-finals, 2 legs as well. You understand? Yeah. So that's an extra 4. So the only issue I had with the lineup was why didn't Turner start? You get me? And then we saw with the goal, him and how Heine Welbeck he dropped, and then he give him the penalty. I don't think Turner's doing that. Obviously, it was an unfortunate thing to drop, but the way he reacted after the drop, he lost composure. He panicked, and he get me? And then he swiped Welbeck like Tinder. So with that, it's like I don't really knock the lineup. I think the players need to look at themselves because that was another opportunity for them to make noise. We've seen in the Europa League, man have gone in and not made an impact. They haven't given Arteta like a worry or like added an extra something in there to like for him to think about on the weekend. Like, all right, cool. You know what? I did put him in on Thursday or Wednesday. He done his thing still. My man is kind of been dropping off. Maybe I'll put him in. That means man are doing that. You get me? So obviously I was disappointed with the loss. You don't want to lose, but I kind of take it on the chin and move.
Do you know what though, bro? For me, yeah, that keeper, bro, no way in a million years he should have been on that pitch, bro. Big man thing, I'm telling you now for a fact, because even that third goal, Lamperty, yeah, my man should have done better than that. His inexperience shown, you get me? And see Ramsdale, fair enough, if Turner's not fit enough to start, yeah, play Ramsdale, bro. It's 90 minutes, you get me? Man ain't on the pitch busting a gut. You get me, fam? So it's one of them. Is a little bit of a strange one. We can see the squad depth is not there at the moment, bro. We got fucking Bambi, Lokonga, yo, on a mad thing. You get me? For me, Marquinhos needs to go out on loan. So does Lokonga. Cedric, washed up, shouldn't be in that team at all. You get me? They're not really giving us that kind of depth, bro. So it was a bit disappointing, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, bro, I hate losing any game. You get me? I'm one of them. I'm a winner. You get me? Man wants to win. And all I've ever wanted for Arsenal is to be the best, bro, and get back to the heights that we used to. Get me? Man's down here in Manny, bro. Man's been getting it for 18 years, fam. You get me, fam?
You're in the fire, blood. You're in the kitchen.
Do you know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of people don't realise why I'm an Arsenal fan. Obviously, my pops is from London, you get me? And he supports Arsenal. He's a big Ian Wright fan, you get me? And obviously, he moved down here, right in the Moss, yeah? Literally right near City Stadium, kept it.
Yeah, because that's where flipping Main Road used to be. That's where it was in Moss.
I used to come out my house, look right, and it was about less than 100 yards away from me, bro. They used to offer man 2 free season tickets a year, you get me, bro? My dad turned them down, you get me, bro? It was all a mad thing.
Yeah, because that time they were robbed as well. That man was in like Division 2 and them thing there.
Yeah, yo, bro, it was one of them. Yo, I remember seeing Kevin Keegan and all them man coming when he got unveiled and all of that, bro. It was a madness. Man was doing, car minding and that little 50p and that, otherwise you get the scratch. It was a
I
mad
know
thing.
about you, man, bro. When you go, man, I watch a car, bro. Just give me that little £3-4, bro. I'm like, all right, hold on, fiver in it, blood. But you know what? It's my world, you know, dog. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to get
saying,
down the
bro?
M6, blood.
It's a good little learner. I'm not gonna lie, good little learner, fam. But look, now we move, yeah, we move. The defeat's done, bro, and it is what it is. Obviously, I didn't want to take that L at home, especially if it's away. It'll probably feel a little bit more different because the Emirates have been a fortress this year. But now we're going away to Wolves. This for me is a must win, bro. If we want to go into that January window with the possibility of signing top talent, we have to be at top of the tree, bro. And right now, bro, first of all, Arteta, man, I got to take my hat off to him, bro. Obviously, you knew where I stood with him. Everyone knew where I stood with him. But I
Me
think
and
it's
you is
that
the
time.
same, blood.
I think it's that time to say, yo, Arteta, man is actually sorry. You've got me
Yeah.
believing again, fam. You got me believing again. You get me? It's just one of them, man. We have to get the squad depth going into this Wolves game, fam. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's going to be a comfortable victory, or is it going to be a bit of a iffy jiffy one? Do you reckon the pressure might mount on the players because being the last game before the World Cup?
I don't think it will be a walk in the park. Cause I'm telling you, if the fans get up for it, it's a hostile place to play. You understand? But with us going to the bridge on Sunday and doing what we did, I have big confidence in us going there and getting the 3 points, blood. You understand? I
We
don't think
need a
we'll go
bounce
there.
in it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go there and swipe them. Because the thing is this as well, like a lot of the man that played yesterday won't play on Saturday. You get me? It's only Saliba that will start. When you look at that team that played, because you get me, Tini's my guy, but he's gonna get dropped. Zini's gonna go back in. Partey Xhaka into the midfield. The whole front line comes back. So I do believe that we will go there and get the 3 points, and especially because the man
One minute,
don't want to.
1 minute. Was that the after cough that I just hit?
Yeah, blood, you get me? Man, no, like, yo, man just roast a fat Zeus before man came on. You get me? I'm not gonna lie, blood. You understand?
Oh my G, sorry for
But
interrupting you. I had to get
nah, you're
dropped.
good, blood. What do you mean? But fucking yeah, and like that's the thing as well. Nothing of these man haven't played, so the confidence is still there. You get me? Like they're gonna go in there and just be like, yo, we just swipe up flipping Chelsea. Let's end this first part of the season on top of the league, blood. And you understand? And even the like Martinelli, Saka, Jesus, these men are all going to the World Cup as well. You get me? So they want to go into that World Cup on as much form and as much confidence behind them as they can. So I think it will be a tricky game because, Neves loves to pop up against us. You understand? But I think we'll be able to deal with it.
Do you know what, bro? I agree with you, fam. I feel like this year, especially when we've lost or we've had a shit performance, i.e. Southampton and obviously the United game, we managed to bounce back in fashion, you get me? And I think this is something different that the players have got this year. They've got character about them. And I think Arteta has installed that, you get me? Because you can see he's a very passionate guy. So that must be rubbing off on, man. And the likes of Granit Xhaka as well, yeah. I want to get into him in a little minute, yeah. But Granit Xhaka stepping up to the plate now. The fans loving him again. You get me? He's lapping it up. He's got his own new song and that. You get me? So I think he is a leader in that dressing room, and he'll try to get everybody up for the game as well. But now we're on Xhaka, fam. Yeah, what a revelation this guy has been, man. What a turnaround, man. What's your thoughts on Xhaka this season? Because, bro, I was very much Xhaka out for best part of good few years, thinking that you know what, we could definitely improve on this kind of player. But this newfound position that he's got, bro, he's taking it with both hands.
It's a mad thing, bro. You understand? Like, apart from his first 2 years at Arsenal, blood, I've never rated him, fam. You get me? When he told man to fuck off on them thing there and was giving us Hulk Hogan at the Emirates before this whole Rona thing popped up, I was like, brother, I don't even want to see this done in our training kit, let alone on the Emirates pitch. You get me? But what Arteta has done is absolutely ridiculous, bro. You get me? Like, the further you take him away from our goal, the better he gets. You understand? Because we were playing him as real talk, bro. We were playing him as a DM. We were playing him as a protector. He is not a protector, blood. You understand? The time when he comes into protection mode is when it kicks off. You get me? When it's actually time to protect the team on the pitch, like how the way Partey does, he's not that guy, bro. You understand? In the position he's in now, he is just every game he's getting better. That's the worst thing. It's like the performances ain't dropping and the performances ain't staying at the same level. It's like they're getting better, bro. You understand? It's like he's peaking this season, bro. And for me, like, people sing Partey's praises. I think Partey's been cold. You get me? I think Partey's been absolutely cold this season, especially that he's added goals to his game now. You get me? He's not sending it in the North Bank or the clock end. He's actually, you get me? When he's shooting, beer man's in the away end, in the clock end in the North, man's ducking blood. Like, Partey's got it, yo. You get me? Yeah, that's the time to go for a piss, time to go for a beer. You get me? Now you're like, yo, this is gonna ross off the back of the net, blood. You understand? But what Xhaka has done, like, he's bringing leadership as well, blood. You get me? Like, Partey's performing, like, Partey's performances are talking. Xhaka is leading and performing, blood. You get me? And he is, it's a revelation, fam. You understand?
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think, you know what, as well? I think now the connection between Thomas Partey and Xhaka as well, one knows that he's got to be more progressive with the ball. And like you said, Partey's the protector, you get me? I think that understanding's there now. And I think they got a lot more confidence within each other, because at the start of Partey's reign, you see Xhaka, even when he was trying to do box to box, he was more like he was defending anyway, because he knew that Arsenal needed that cover. Obviously, there's times we've played him at left back, and I'm not going to lie, you know, I thought at left back he stepped in and he did a job there, but he's in that centre of the park, you get me, where you can't afford to lose the game, bro. And bro, man, takes my hat off to Granit Xhaka, bro. He's bro, I just did not see this coming. You get me? It's an absolute mad turnaround.
Like, man was always like, even like going into this season, I was saying like sell Xhaka end of last season and who we getting to put alongside Partey. I was like, Partey's the one, but who do we put next to him? Like, you have Odegaard just in front, so we need someone with him. So I was like, yo, get rid of my man and go get someone and put someone alongside him. You get me? Now I'm like, let's go get Tielemans and add Tielemans to what we have. You get me? Before it was get rid of Xhaka and bring in Tilly, and then let Tilly and Partey and do them thing. Now I'm like, yo, all three of them can come and do their thing. You get me? Like,
but this is it, bro. We want to build a fucking winning team, yeah? We have to have quality all over the pitch in it, and the depth, because, bro, yesterday, bro, we seen that B team that we got there is just nowhere near good enough. I ain't got no confidence, yeah, if a Xhaka got injured, a Partey got injured, a Jesus got injured, to say, you know what? We've got the man to come in and cover, because we clearly haven't. But I do want to big up Reiss Nelson, bro, because from the minute get-go, yeah, this guy, he's showing, man, he's showing the Arsenal fans, don't forget about me. You get me? I was the kid on the block at the start. You get me? I might have gone out on loan a few times or whatnot, and you've not seen me much. But, bro, the effort and desire that he played with yesterday, and it's not even just that, bro. You can see he's a technically good footballer. Get me? Man was shredding, man, on that pitch. And that gives me confidence as well, thinking, you know what? Reiss Nelson's got a new lease of life at Arsenal. We could keep him for squad depth. And, for example, a Martinelli or a Saka got injured, as we seen against Nottingham Forest, bro. Saka got injured, had to come off. Reiss Nelson come on, bro, and he did the job. If it weren't for him, bro, that game would never have been that scoreline. You get me, fam? Because he came on and got 2 goals pretty much in quick concession. And, bro, Reiss Nelson, man, chat to me, fam.
He's been another one, like, because he, like, when he was coming through, him and Sancho were the same, but he was the one that was spoke about higher. Like, he was more rated. Kind of like with Fofana and Saliba. When they came up together, and Saliba was the one that they were singing the praises for, saying they're both good, but Saliba's the one that's going to go clear. His head, like, you've seen him in interviews recently where he said that, yo, my head wasn't right. I feel like I'm more grown up. I've matured. I know my game. I've got, like, I'm in the right place of mind. And you've seen, like, this season, the opportunities he had, he was kind of poor, you get me? And then when he came on against Forest, everyone was kind of like, shit. Like, yo, everyone was kind of like, are we really bringing on Reiss? Like, there's other options type of thing. But then, like, the first touch he had in the Forest game, it was a great touch, bro. The ball went straight into him. He was like in the 10. He just controlled it first time and just popped it to Odegaard. And I just said, yo, I was on the watch along with Zara, and I said, bro, I said, the way he controlled that ball, that's going to give him so much confidence, bro. Because coming off a Saka, and he knew deep down that the crowd was kind of like edgy with that at that moment. Him having that first touch and popping it to Odegaard, that would just boost up his raw straight away, blood. You understand? And then from then, he just went. You get me? And he's took that form into the game yesterday, bro. You understand? Because for me, the only man that done their thing was Reiss. You get me?
100,
All Get me? All Nketiah did was score. The goal was a banger. Let me get that in. That was a
Henry-esque
5-point
that
goal.
goal, you know. Henry-esque that goal. I'm telling you now.
You feel me? But that's all he did, blood. You get me? Reiss was a threat the whole game, blood. He was trying to make things happen. He was rassing, man. He was sending man to the shops. It was you understand? He was the main part of the Nketiah goal as well, blood. You get me? Like, he bring it from fucking his thing and then Ross and boom, you get me? Playing the ball, Nketiah doing this little Henry thing. But Reiss, he's stepped up in these last couple of games. I can't lie.
100%, bro. I'm telling you now, yeah, because I was one of them guys thinking, Ross, what the fuck's my man doing coming on, yo, when Xhaka got injured, you get me? But my man made me shut my mouth one time real quick. And you know what? Yeah, I think the confidence that the fans have given him as well, because after them especially after that Forest performance, everyone's backing him. Everyone's giving him that praise, you get me? Because every time we've been giving players opportunities, yeah, in the Europa League to say, yo, Arteta, I wants to knock on that door and say, yo, fam, I want to be in that starting lineup. Not one player has give us them vibes, you get me? Maybe Turner, I can't lie, maybe Turner, you get me? Because since
he's the
Turner's
only
been
one.
in, he's been doing a job, you get me? I think he's kept clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. So he's doing something right. But let's look forward to the Wolves game, yeah? Let's touch on that quickly because Gabriel Jesus, yeah, it's going to be his 9th game now if he doesn't score. However, I don't think people need to get on his back too tough because what he brings to Arsenal and the energy that he gives us is unbelievable. He's not the selfish player where he just wants to get goals. He brings in other players, but he does need to scratch up on that finishing, bro, because, yo, some of them chances I'm thinking, yo, I can put that away. You get me, fam? So what's going on with Gabriel Jesus, fam?
I just think it's just not dropping in front of goal for him at the moment. You get me? Like, he's getting in the right positions. He's hitting the target. It's just not happening, blood. You get me? But
is it something that we need to worry about?
Nah, not really, because when you see what he brings to the team, Martinelli's still on fire, Saka's still on fire, Odegaard's chipping in, you got Gabriel scoring from set pieces, you got Xhaka getting goals, you got Partey getting goals. There's goals all over the team. You understand? It's not like we're reliant on him to score. You get me? And we haven't really needed him to score this season. You get me? And if anything, he's turned more creator. You understand? And even like, if he ain't scoring, the way he presses from the front, he's creating goals. He might not even assist a goal, but the way he presses, he brings in Martinelli, Odegaard, and Saka when the triangle comes behind him, and it's like, bro, where you going, bro? You better go long. You can't pass out, bro. You saw it when Thiago Silva tried to bring it out, and then Jesus nyam him quick blood, and then bam, Saka was in. You understand? Martinelli, you understand? So
we get it.
I don't think like we have to worry right now. You get me? I do believe that when we come back from the World Cup, he will pick up form again. You understand?
Yeah. You know what, fam?
I don't think we have nothing to worry about.
I agree, bro. There's one thing you said in there, yeah, that man's touched on before, and I think it's a vital thing. The goals are getting shared around the team now. Before, for years and years and years, bro, we were always reliant on one player to get us our goals, 2 at a push, you get me? And right now, it looks like everybody's hungry for the goals. Everybody in this team is hungry for the goals, bro. Now, we're moving after the World Cup. We're going to be going into the January window, bro. What do you think we need to sign in the window? Because for me, at the start of the season, bro, I was screaming out, man needs a different option up front. If we had a player like Ivan Toney up front, yeah, and Jesus can play off the back of him, you get me? He can provide him. And a player that's going to be running across that front post. Yesterday as well, Nketiah, and a lot of games that I've not seen any of our players, when the ball's getting whipped in, they're not running across that front post.
He comes to the left. He's never in the box. Like, I'm always cussing. I'm like, bro, why are you dropping deep? Like, this guy's trying to, it's like he's trying to flip in, he's trying to imitate Jesus blood and do this link-up play thing. Brother, you've never been that striker. You're Fox in the box. You're Francis Jeffers. Just stay in between the sticks, blood. Literally, stay in between the goalposts. That's where you stay, bro. Stay in and just don't move. Yeah, don't move. We will get the ball to you, bro. You ain't got to drop deep, and we don't need you to create, bro. You understand? Like, his positioning is just, it's all fucking off, blood. You get me? It's all off, bro. And I was saying, like, don't give this man a contract. Don't get me. Let's cut ties. End of this, like that little 6-goal run at the end of the season. Them 2 goals at Stamford Bridge. That don't fool me, blood. That can't fool me, bro. You understand? Because for me, like, he's living off the Carabao Cup from like 2017, blood. You get me? Like, it's like Havertz at Chelsea. He's living off the Champions League goal. That's all he's done, blood. You get me? Like, it's that type of vibe, like. And I was saying that go and get Tony. We need a plan B. Like we need like he's not as tall as Giroud, but he is as good as Giroud in the air, bro. You understand? You need
He's
that
complete
option.
in it. Like
You
with
get
him,
me? Because if
he's
we're
got
going
it
for
all,
the,
man.
you feel me? You could throw Tony on with Jesus, and you're causing problems if you're chasing goals. You understand? You're chasing the game. You got Tony. Yo, we're taking Jesus off. We're throwing him on with Jesus. You understand? You can go to a 4-4-2. The whole thing changes, bro. You get me? But it's like with Nketiah, that's the spot where I worry about, like, because if Jesus gets injured, there's nothing there, blood. You
No, if
understand?
Jesus gets injured, bro, we better listen, pick up the phone, yeah, and ring Balogun and say, yo, fam, time's come to an end.
There better be a call. I mean,
You
there
get me,
better
bro?
be a call back in that loan, blood, because he's just licking off goals.
But you know what, bro? He's been doing this in the under 18s, under 23s.
He did it
Get
at
me, my
Borough.
man. He's been doing the absolute job, and see with him, he's a specimen as well. You can see he's physically strong. You get me, and he loves the goal, and he knows where the goal is. And this is what I was going to say as well. If we didn't have the capacity to go and get a striker in January, would you call Balogun back? Because I would, bro. Because I'm not confident with just having fucking Eddie up there. Jesus gets injured. We don't know what's going to happen at the World Cup as well. You get me? A few of our players are being called out now. So it is what it is. But Balogun, man, they got to give him some praise because he's a kid that I've liked for a long time. And for me, we should have sold Eddie and we should have kept Balogun, you get me, and let him have his little run. But maybe the loan is going to help him like William Saliba has, because, bro, I was one of them guys saying, yo, I want to keep William Saliba, you get me, because man was scared of us losing him. As we've seen, bro, year and year, you get me, we lose top talent, we lose players that we really love. And now it looks like it's paid dividends, bro. You get me? William Saliba coming into the team, a proper defender, bro. You get me? When's the last time, yeah, you've been at the Emirates, yeah, and you're just sitting back in a Premier League game and you're not really worried defensively, bro? Because I can't remember the last time that was happening. You get me? We had man like fucking Squalacci at the back. You get me, fam? I'm telling you now. And William Saliba, bro, this guy's come in. Bro, we need to sign him down, bro. Yo, use all your links, fam, yeah, and get this guy signed down, fam. I'm telling you now, bro.
Blood, I message him all the time, blood. You understand? He's a good kid, bro. He replies. He's like, "Thank you, bro. We're together." Da, 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 da. So like, you get me? He knows the fan base love him, bro. You understand? But I hear that contract talks are progressing with him. They're going in the right direction. So it's a
yes, exclusive on Premzy TV. Saliba signing. You heard it now. You heard it now.
I didn't say he's signing yet before match time. No. But yeah, like word on the road is that you get me. Talks are progressing with him. You get me? Like he wants to sign. Like we're going in the right direction. I think Martinelli as well. So I think it's just a matter of time. All like Martinelli will be tied down.
Why wouldn't you want to sign right about now, though, bro? We're sitting top.
That's what I'm saying.
We're playing well.
And we're going in the right direction.
Future, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and there's a lot of young players in this squad that are only going to get better. You get me? And these man can see that, yo, we can build something here. You know, we add couple to what we got. We go to another level, blood. You get me?
Definitely, bro. And you know
what? Saliba's only going to get better. Saka's only going to get better. Martinelli's only going to get better. Odegaard, Ben White, Ramsdale, Zinchenko. You still got the experience of like fucking Partey, Xhaka, Jesus, KT. Like, bro, we're looking all right, blood.
And you know what, fam? Yeah, do you know when people start hating on your team, you know you're going in the right direction. You get me? And
yeah,
man's been getting bag of hate right about now, and I'm saying, man, yo, give it me all.
Yeah, bear man in their feelings, bro. I'm letting them know, like, you understand? You man are pussies, blood. You're pissed. You look for every excuse to try and belittle what we're doing, blood. Just be honest and just say, you know what? Them man are serious again.
Nah, 110, yo. But people, make sure you're smashing a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. You know what to do. And troops, before we wrap it up, bro, I want your predictions for the Wolves game.
1-0 Chelsea. 3-1 yesterday.
Right, some serious calculation going on, fam.
3-0.
3-0. Say no more. I'm going to go with a 3-1 because I'm superstitious, and every time man's predicting a 3-1, yeah, we're winning. You get me? So I ain't really trying to change that. You get me, fam? I'm telling you now for a fact, bro. Man ain't trying to change that because we need that victory, bro. This is like a little final for us. You get me? We go into that World Cup on top of the tree, yeah. everyone's going to have no choice but to say, yo, give us our fair due respects in it. Like at the end of the day, we keep winning, we keep turning out results. Every time man doubt us, pundits doubt us, everyone's on our case. Arsenal are going to fall off. We end up proving people wrong. So may long that continue. You get me, people. But first of all, yo, big up yourself, bro. Thank you very much for coming on.
Big up your team, blood. You see me? Big up
My
Premzy
G,
TV, blood.
man's trying to
Get
set
me?
a new line. You get me? Man's trying to, you know what I'm trying to say? You get me? Man's trying to
You know
get
what
out.
I'm saying?
Man's trying to get
Yeah,
out.
what do you mean, blood? Everyone's trying to, you get me? I'm with it. I'm bringing all the man them with me. Fuck that. You get
my
me?
G.
Man know me.
Yeah, bro, you know what, bro? You're an inspiration for a minute, you get me, bro? Because at the end of the day, bro, you've been in the game for a very long time. And like I said, people like us didn't really get opportunities, you get me, fam? And when you came on the scene, bro, you've just absolutely annihilated it, you get me, bro? And it is what it is, bro. Man appreciates it. I'm telling you now from the bottom of my heart, man appreciates it. But people, that's the end of this one, yeah. You've all been waiting for it, yeah. So make sure you show the video the same kind of love, people. But peace and love, and we'll see you on the next one.